Broaching the topic of in-laws for myself as of Monday, 6th January 2025. Today is Monday, 6th January 2025. I'm Tanis Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. I'm going to broach the topic of in-laws for myself. What might it mean for me to have in-laws I interact with in my everyday life from his family? So, but is that relevant? Well, am I married? Right, that's the seesaw of this YouTube channel. I got married back in 2012, first half of 2012. Yes, over 12 years ago now. To my Nathan Adrian. We got married in Africa, and I was drunk. So there, I'm still like So I got married as a teenager. Right, it's been over 12 years. So that's it. Interacting with his family. So there's still the I'm a seesaw on this YouTube channel. I'm married. I'm not married. Well, I would like to see the documentation, and have my husband in my life, I don't have the privilege of living with my husband. We didn't live together before we got married. So I'm Euro Native American and he is Asian Native American, Chinese Duwamish. And I am part Duwamish Native American as well as him. So that is actually the ethnicity we share in common. So broaching the topic of in-laws, I guess it kind of goes both ways. All right, so he hasn't met my family and I haven't met his family. And nobody in my family has actually asked to meet my husband over 12 years of us being married. I do not know if that goes the same way. And from his family. But I was on Yelp yesterday and today. I've been looking at places in New York City. If I ever do achieve that notability and go on a talk show in New York City, I'm very anti-New York City. So I'm like, how can I make it like a place that feels like home from step one if I ever do go there? So it's like find places that I would want to go. And so if you follow me on Yelp, I made a collection. I also bookmark stuff, which I did back in was it 2023? I did for Italy, 2022, 2023, something like that. I went through for if I ever go to Italy, if I were to ever go to Italy, if I were to ever go to New York City. But I haven't made that public. So maybe I'll do that for the Italy places as well. Put when I initially bookmarked them and then when I'm adding them later to make them public. But so I was doing that and was looking at stuff and it said cultural similarity for the Duwamish to Koreans and then cultural similarity for the Lakota to the Chinese. And so my husband is Chinese Native American, Asian Native American. So, but I was looking at Chinese restaurants and I feel the old, right? He wants to take me to some of the places that I marked. And I've been through on Yelp before and looked at businesses, but not clicked on the business and looked through the pictures. And this time I'm going through and looking at the pictures and stuff. And there's a place called Uncle Lou. And the last time through, he was like, I want to take you there. And so I'm going through it again. And I was like, now that I can click on it, and look through everything, I'm like, I want to go too. So would that be a place that we make an effort for him and me going with his parents? All right, so Uncle Lou is a Chinese restaurant in New York City. Okay, so it's not for me. I'm Euro Native American. he's Chinese, right? So it'd be cool, right, to share that's the food of his people. It's not arbitrary. And there's the cultural similarity with the Lakota. However, it's not the Lakota. The Lakota were Native Americans, Northern Native Americans. And so this is a broaching for a reason. It's not a thinking through or talking through or beyond that scope, because I'm just we haven't even brought that up with family. I think I have mentioned multiple of my soulmates by name to my parents. They're the most in the loop. And in terms of discussions going both ways, then I have clued in my aunt and my grandma as well. But the most common and the most or not common, the most frequent is a better term. And most names covered have been with my mom and my dad. So maybe if we did go to New York City or something at some point in time, maybe we go, like there's an old Poland bakery, so that's my ethnicity. Go there or somewhere else for my ethnicities, and go to Uncle Lou for his ethnicity, his and hers thing, and invite my parents and his parents and see if people want to go, that kind of thing. Which is like that's a far visit, but it's not as far as Italy. But the point there being, thinking through, it's kind of fun. Like a out of the house interacting, but this is a broaching, so making it fun, because it's been a while since I've seen my husband, and yeah, my parents would like to meet him, and I would like to meet his parents, and I would like him to meet my parents. And he would like me to meet his parents. That kind of thing. Anyway, we're both from the Puget Sound area of Washington State, United States of America, Plant Earth Original. So there we go. That's broaching, very much broaching. The topic of in-laws for myself as of Monday, 6th January 2025.